What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Go Big Red MWP podcast. My name is Steven, your host. Today we are diving into the film of Trey Palmer, 2019 18th ranked wide receiver in that recruiting class, of course, committing to LSU. Really excited to be bringing this to you, especially with the scouting combine happening where he is going to be able to show off his talents. Before we get too far, if you like what you see today, please subscribe and like so we can continue growing this channel. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So yeah, let's get into it. So we see the quarterback dropping back, and we had ourselves a little trick play, and Trey Palmer going into the end zone. Right here, we have him in the slot. Let's see what he can do. So I mentioned it, him being in the 2019 recruiting class with LSU, signing with them. Right here, you're able to see his speed and then some step back cheese at the end. A little cockiness, but that's okay. Again, this is his senior year highlights. See his not deep accuracy, but being able to catch those deep passes. And yeah, got a little screen, and we're able to see him throw and see his arm a little bit. So maybe in college he can have, some trick plays. Now looking into I didn't see if he's actually thrown a pass in college, but I think that's something that's pretty neat. You see his hands on display as he's able to haul in a lot of these catches. And was really fortunate that we could have him be our threat last season. He did a phenomenal job, as a lot of you are aware, especially with that Purdue game, having over 200 receiving yards, breaking the single season yardage record for receiving yards, as well as in a single game with 237. Right here, we're able to see him as a punt returner, see what he's able to do. You really like that he was able to haul that in and go full speed. His speed's always been apparent. When he was in high school, he won both the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash with a time of 10.42, and then in the 200-meter dash, a 21.11, which is absolutely blazing speed. And you see it in a lot of these highlights, but what I think really kind of separates him too, okay, we were able to see him on defense. He did play safety, but like I was saying, what really separates him is that route running and that speed combination. Very nice tackle right there, putting on for his team. We absolutely love it. His highlights are about 10 minutes long. I don't know if we'll go through all of them. We'll just keep on going until there's nothing left. But that defender took a bad angle, underestimating the speed of Trey Palmer. I've seen a lot of mock drafts. One podcast that I listen to is the Purple FTW podcast, and I absolutely love that podcast, and he keeps on mocking Trey Palmer to the Vikings around that third, fourth round. He sold on his speed. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on how he does in the combine. In this post I saw, he's predicted to have a really good 40 time. I mean, look at the speed right there. You can't really argue with that. But yeah, I can't even imagine what the season would look like last season if he wasn't a part of the team. As soon as you took him away, I'd argue he was the MVP, because when you took him away and we weren't able to get the ball to him, we struggled, especially with Casey Thompson down. So I think it's a good toss-up between the two of them. Good job on Trey Palmer for coming back on that play. See what we got right here. Another deep pass, able to kind of, some jukes, some step back cheese. Though, like, I don't know if any of y'all remember this, but playing kickball in gym class, stepping back when someone's throwing the ball at you, I don't know why, it was just always so satisfying. Okay, get to see him play some defense, just absolutely pancaking this poor fellow. But let's get back to him on offense. Good hands, way to secure the catch, we love it. If you are a Trey Palmer fan and an NFL fan, where would you like to see him go in this year's NFL draft? Comment below, let me know, as well as any other graduates or former players that you'd love to see their high school film. One of which that I can think of off the top of my head is Garrett Nelson. I remember being extremely excited about him coming out of high school and just his leadership and who he is. So I would love to look back at his high school film. Okay. Got to see him some more on defense. Yeah, no, he was playing on both sides of the ball and just an absolute menace. Got to see him on a little reverse here. And again, that speed. I really hope that he's able, raise some eyebrows at the NFL Combine and secure catches and show his hands. Something I always appreciated about Trey Palmer, like, he's kind of a no nonsense guy. I know I mentioned it earlier in a comment that, oh, very cool. I know I mentioned it in a comment earlier, like, okay, a little, showboating going on, but especially the season we saw, like, he really let his play speak for itself. It seemed like at this point in his career, like, he figured it out just this last season. He figured it out that, he has the skill. He just needs to put it all together. And he focused on his football. And I think that really helped him out. Nice deep ball. I don't know how he caught that. I know I wouldn't have caught that. But yeah, he really focused on football. And I remember I went to like a Friday Night Lights game and I saw him. He was just having a good old time, enjoying being, just being a Husker. And yeah, I really wish him the best. We'll see this last. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll see this last play. Okay, get to see him do some blocking. It looks like. Very nice. Way to finish and stick with it. Otherwise, that play doesn't get made. But yeah, tell me what you guys think, what you guys saw, if you enjoyed, looking at this past film. With that, we'll see you next time. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, we'll see you.